The day following the storm, the landfill was open for business. We had significant damage to the landfill property itself, but the truck parking area and the office building was really unscathed, except for, of course, the pounding of the salt water for 2 days. Once we dispatched the vehicles into the city, we started experiencing some mechanical issues, mainly electrical, actually. So you may not have noticed it, but well, you would have noticed it because I got a complaint today that someone's garbage was picked up at 8 o'clock. But that's the reason. So we're going through some bumps and bruises, but not to the extent that a lot of other companies had, because our vehicles, along with some of our neighbors who parked on the property where we were, actually we didn't get any direct hit from the flooding. But the landfill, as I said, it was in operation the day after the storm, but that was basically using the old pen and paper. 5 days after the storm, 5 to 7 days, we had our computerized scale operation back in service. And right now we're operating, you could say 90% to 95% normal. We did experience damage structurally at the landfill. Most of our structures are gone. But that only amounts to some like blower sheds and that kind of thing. The new wetlands that we just started to commission, we have to recommission. So that's the update on the landfill. As far as the garbage collection is concerned, to date we have collected 1,100 tons. That's about 2,500 loads, and that's the city of Freeport and Lucaya. And that's not just sanitation vehicles, that's all of the vehicles that are operating, because of course we have a lot of contractors other than ourselves out there working. You see the 7-day operations going on between Lucaya and Lusco. That's really because we are alternating, and so are the contractors. And I guess Troy will talk a little bit more about the details of exactly what's been done on that in that regard. Fortunately, just a year ago, we constructed a new cell, which you couldn't have planned it better. Leaves us with a lot of space to accommodate the increased volume of garbage that we're getting due to the storm. But it's filling up pretty quickly. So what we're doing at this point, just as a precautionary measure, we are going through the design stage of the next cell. We are also going into the ripping and grubbing stage of the next cell, because those are the things that actually take long in the construction process. So that will put us in a position that if we find that we begin to run out of space, we can then go full force and commission the next cell pretty quickly, within a month or two. So that's just precautionary, but I think it's necessary at this point, because we really don't know a month or two down the road when the result of all of these devastated homes in terms of garbage volume start to show its face, raise its head. So we don't want to be in a position where we're behind the 8 ball. We know what we need to do to cut that time in half. We're doing that right now. And we're allocating whatever funds it takes, which we were going to do maybe in another year or two. We're doing that now so that we have everything ready and can start pretty quickly. We also participated in bringing in relief goods from various operations through the Long Island Association, through some donors in out of Long Island, winter residents, that kind of thing. We brought in 5 flights, and I really would like to compliment our employees for helping out in this effort. and not only collecting the goods, but also distributing the goods to the back of town and really throughout the city. We have done 5 plane loads of relief goods that came in from the other partner, our U.S. partners, and also this group out of Long Island. And we are also receiving today a 40-foot trailer of construction material, which will be sent mainly to McLeanstown. Next week, we hope to have another 2 containers of construction material, which is being donated by Advanced Disposal. That's one of the Sanitation Services partners. So we will also distribute that in the east, because that's the area that really need it most, and that's where we're gonna focus. Of course, we also have several employees who lost their homes or had varying degrees of damages to their homes, from total losses to, you know, we all live it, so we know exactly what I'm talking about. But they, our employees are coming back. We have raised quite a bit of funds to assist them, and you know, we're going through just like everybody else, and I just admire them for being able to stick to it, because it's not that easy. Unlike our friends at the GB Utility Company, we have the same challenges. Thank you.
Thank you.